Hello, everybody. I'm trying streaming again. So let's just see how that goes. I'm just gonna try a game, one of my favorite games of all time. If you've never played Pikmin, it's a plant-based strategy game on the GameCube. The last original series, I think, created by Shigeru Miyamoto, the guy that made Mario and Link and all them. So in the first Pikmin game, you had to it's telling you right now. So one day, Olimar, the main character of the first two games, crashed on this planet, PNF 404. You can actually see the outline of Africa there. It's like a dystopian Earth, kind of, like in a deep lore sense. Like it's never really talked about. It's not the point of the series or anything. They just made it like this weird form of Earth where there's like remnants of humans, but not that much. And it's like inhabited by new weird mutated species. Anyway, the first game, you have to collect all these pieces of his ship and put it back together within 30 days before his air runs out, and then he is killed by deadly oxygen. So this is where it picks up for the second game. After he rebuilds his ship, the SS Dolphin, he also finds a bottle cap, which he's like, oh, that'll be a nice souvenir for my son, like right after you beat the final boss. And then he grabs them both, he grabs the bottle cap, hops in his ship, and that's where it picks up here. And this is the president of the shipping company that he works for that he was on I think he was on vacation from work, or he was on a delivery when he got marooned on that planet. That's a train. They pass by my apartment regularly. There's another one. 2 in a row. Let's get him out of the way. So he gets back, he finds out in the time he was gone, his company, which was already facing hardships, had to sell like all their assets, including the only thing they had left, which by this point was his ship he was still away with. So that's the crazy amount they still have to pay off, even after they chunked in his ship for only like 10 pocos is their money. I played this game a lot as a kid. So they find out that thing is worth like 10 times what the ship they just trashed was. That bottle cap alone. Because of whatever material it was made out of on Earth, or this planet, PNF 404, is worth so much more on this planet. So, and then that's how we get our second character here, Louis. He failed on his last mission. His whole supply was eaten by a space bunny. In reality, it was Louis himself. Because he's a dummy and selfish. We learn a lot about them. They're silent. They don't speak at all in this game. And we're back to the planet. So there's 4 levels, and you actually only visit the first 3 in the quote-unquote main game. After that, you have to, well, we'll get there if we get there. Oh, and our ship can talk to us. This is, that was close. I have averted crash landing, running diagnostics. I can't remember what this ship is called. The last one was the Dolphin. This is... I don't remember. Just find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. In a moment, look. He sees the Pikmin creatures. Could these be Pikmin? They look like they are about to be devoured as we speak. You must help them quickly. Press the B button to call them with your whistle, Olimar. Because on the first game, Olimar, like, documented these creatures he discovered and, like, how he interacted with them. So that's why the ship knows what's going on, is because he had a digital journal. So they know me, but they don't know Olimar, or Louis yet. Oh man, I haven't played this game in a hot minute. So if you land a direct hit on their back, it squishes them immediately. Otherwise, they gotta fight and they risk being eaten. We have confirmed Louis' safety. Press Y to communicate with him. So this is a cooperative strategy game, but you play as both characters. It's kind of like a two character puzzle game where you got to negotiate with one at a time. So we go over here and we can talk to Louis again and beat him. Alright, so he's not injured. Make your way to the location and rejoin them. So you can either like swap between characters like while they're together, or you can split them up with like an individual group of Pikmin. Now you're gonna have to excuse me. I ate something that isn't cooperating. I'll be right back. Let me see if I still have my let's see if I still have my... Oh, there it is. Be right back. right. Let's see if we're back correctly. There we go. Thank you for your patience. We're back to the beginning of Pikmin 2. Once upon a time, I knew how to, like, speedrun this game, practically. I had this Nintendo guide that was like, here's how you beat it in, like, the fewest amount of days, with, you know, like, without glitches or anything. So Louis doesn't know what these things are yet, but they look... Okay, Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. And, like, you don't need to know anything about the first game to play this one. This was the first GameCube game I played. Maybe I dabbled in Luigi's Mansion beforehand, but we rented a few games when the GameCube came out, and it was like, this one, Wave Race, Blue Storm, and Luigi's Mansion. And I guess that wasn't when the GameCube came out, but it was when we got a GameCube. Fix my camera. I don't remember all the controls. But we'll see how quickly I still remember how to do this. But I just needed a break. I've been playing and reviewing too many RPGs lately, and I needed something I can be a little less thoughtful about. Even though this is a puzzle game, I don't have to write any notes on it. I'm going crazy over here. Louis, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It is staring at you. You can use C to issue objectives to your Pikmin squad and even direct their movement. You can disband your squad with X. Interesting. Olimar's description of the creatures resembling Pikmin carrots was strikingly accurate. Pikmin carrots are what Louis lost in his shipment that it was in the opening, but he actually ate because he has like this like obsession with Pikmin carrots. So he always wants to eat the Pikmin. It's crazy how much characterization is in these guys for how little you even experience them. Alright. So not disband, which button was it? Z, okay. And R. Okay, so now... This first day we don't have any time, but it's a real-time strategy game. There's a daylight timer at the top, because you can't be on the surface of the planet during night. And that's when, like, nocturnal predators come out. Oddly enough, so I'm waiting on him to bring this pellet over to the onion. I can't remember if that's what I'm supposed to do first right away, or if I'm just supposed to go meet Olimar, but this gives me the Pikmin I need to reach him, because we have to weigh down the paper bag. The onion injected more seeds. The pellet from that flower must hold nutrients that breed Pikmin. So that's like their house / reproduction chamber. The Pikmin gather nutrients, haul them to the onion, and further propagate the species. The onion is a Pikmin mothership. Reviewing Olimar's report, it seems repeatedly tapping A lets one rapidly pluck Pikmin sprouts, or just holding it. Wait, do I not have that upgrade yet? Oh, that's something that comes later. And then I think it's from the start in the third game. Alright, there's a battery over there. That's a big old reward. You gotta come back with like 25 Pikmin though. I ain't got that kind of Pikmin right now. Oh, that's what it was. I can't hold it, but you can just keep tapping and he'll automatically move between them. I think the holding might come later. There is an upgrade to let you whistle sprouts out of the ground, but that's like a late game upgrade. Like late post game. Oh, look at this. You can just swap back and forth whenever you feel like. It's amazing. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. Yeah, thank God they added a narrator or something to push a dialogue along. Or monologue, I guess. No one responds to him. Olimar and Louis don't talk, and then the ship is the only reason, because the first game, the only dialogue, quote-unquote, was Olimar's journal at the end of each day, and eventually that just ran. I mean, there was only 30 days, and most of the time it's just, got this piece today. I'm so glad. Can't wait to see my wife. I would like to appraise it, but you must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? Press L to move the camera. Yeah. They just improved this first game so much with this one. And the third was pretty good. They didn't improve very much, but it looked nice. I just don't think they've ever been able to get this game the attention it needs, the sales numbers especially, for Nintendo to really be like, alright, let's like really, this should be a regular. It's one of those every other generation sort of titles right now. Excuse me, Captain Olimar, Louis, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. Oh, it's only down from here, buddy. But now you must feel assured, excuse me, that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? From now on, use B to form a single group, X to take solo action, Y to change leaders. That's stuff I need to know. You guys don't need to worry about that. You can also move with the C stick, which is genius. How many do we need here? 35. That's a lot. But I know a couple little tricks. Oh, they're not here yet. This is still kind of like demo day. Alright, well then let's just get this. I've just been wanting to play this so much lately. It's been forever. And I was like, it's a nice sunny day outside, despite being kind of cold. Like, I need a nice sunny game. And this is a chill game. And then how much was this? 10? Oh yeah, we have to dig it out. I don't think there were buried objects in the first game. There were a few boxes you needed to push, and I guess you had to like open geysers and whatnot. If you go back and look at the first game, it's also like weirdly like grungy and dark and gross looking. They really kind of made it nicer with this one. Oops. Alright, there's our 20. It's a good little tutorial day. Like, there's how you duplicate Pikmin, it's how you move between your guys, it's how you move the camera, you got around an obstacle, and you even collected a treasure. Boom. Good stuff. This is one of Nintendo's greatest games, and nobody gives it enough attention, and desperately needs an HD remaster. The first one could use some quality of, like, could use a remake, but this one could just use a remaster. The gameplay's amazing, and it actually gets, like, difficult in the end of the game. I'm wondering how far I'll make it before I'm like, this isn't worth my energy anymore. This is frustratingly difficult again, because it's like the post-game stuff is nonsense. At least to a kid it was, and I was not a smart kid at that. One thing I was hoping to check for is that usually there's grass up here, that when you rip the grass out, there's like this yolk that comes out of it. Don't ask me. But you can have your Pikmin slurp up the yolk, and it makes them grow flowers. Don't ask me. But it makes the flowers make them faster, because it means they're like fully matured. Boom, look at that. That is, well, I guess 2.8%. I was really like, that's like almost 4%. It's just 2.8% of our goal. But it's that easy. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. But the one thing that was great about this one over the first one is that you had unlimited time. You would take as long as you want at this one. And the third one like added a form of difficulty back in, which was good for what it was doing, but it means it's not as replayable or just like explorable. And he comes up with catchy names for all the treasures we find. So, and at the end of every day, instead of the journal, we report back to the president on Hockatate, or sometimes we get emails from family members. I think Olimar's wife, son, daughter, and Louis' grandmother or something. Mother, maybe. It's weird. But at this certain point, it becomes like... it feels dystopian. Like, once you've played, like, over 120 days in this game, there's like nothing else for it to say to you, so it just repeats the same messages over and over again, and it has this really eerie sensation of like actually being out at space for a long time or something, like being isolated, and how you're just like, you can only experience like what you have at hand over and over again. I don't think it was intended that way. I don't think they really meant for you to play a file for that long. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. Alright, so you can kind of see the areas here. So where we are right now, we're floating over Valley of Repose, which is the winter one, and then to our right is the spring, top left is summer, and then a lot of people don't even know there was a fall in the top right. You can access that background area. Oh, let's check that treasure hoard. Let's see this battery in all of its majesty. Look at that. Oh, zoom in on that. Nice. They at least make the what is it? They make the bestiary interesting, the Piclopedia, by letting you throw carrots at. So it's like, oh, you can see it grow. Cool. If you go to a monster, oh, you can move your camera around, I guess. I don't remember that. Whoops. Why is that back? Why is... Oh, okay, I get it. Anyway, you can throw carrots, and they'll eat them like the Pikmin. You can see their, like, attack patterns, basically. So those are the carrots that, like, Louis has an obsession with. All right, first day proper. So I think we're gonna go back where we found Louis and get a bunch of like pellets from there for the readies, and then flatten that paper bag, and we got our first like big boy battle, big old Bulborb. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? I don't like that. The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. They don't know the glory of consumerism. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion and press A to call them out. Don't they know there are man hours being wasted? I love how they just like fireman slide down those. Alright, so Louie's being lazy. Let's bring him along. Boop. Shmi boop. Actually, I'm gonna leave Louie. You guys pick those up. And then Louie, you deal with some of them. Okay, I gotta get used to these again. Waiting on the... So you can see where the plants are gonna grow, even if they're not grown yet. If you hit them in the pellet, they just drop instantly. So, let's just get all of these guys fed and multiplied. A happy Pikmin is a horny Pikmin. Okay, that's where Louie was. Actually, that's the thing. I don't think that ever is useful, that area of the map. Like, why not just have him land here or whatever? Well, I guess the red onion is here. Whatever. It's a weird chunk of the map. I'm gonna say it. I know you didn't. Nobody wanted to hear it. But that's just the kind of guy I am. I speak the truth about Pikmin. And everyone says, about time. Our Pikmin opinions have been held down for far too long. I forgot in this one, unlike the third, when you have your Wii U gamepad, you can tell them to go somewhere and just swap over and they'll be there later. You can't do that in this one, so I actually have to walk him over. That would have been a feature that put this over the top. Alright, there's no way to like, yeah. But that was probably that was probably way too much to ask for in 2004 or whatever this was. Whoop. Okay, so waiting on that one. We got 33. And this is going to be 35 necessary, right? Okay, you also can't throw your crewmates in this one, which is baffling. That should have been a feature from like the start. Alright, nothing up there yet. That's where you get the yolk, if I remember correctly. And now we have a proper timer at the top. That's the daylight remaining. Oh, I don't want to be Louie. Ew. I wonder if he ever wound up as like an assist trophy in Smash, or if he's involved at all. How much of a hand did he have in that development? I think Olimar and Louie must be one of the only, like, primary Nintendo characters to have less dialogue than even, like, Link. See how much they lag behind? That's why you need to turn them into flowers. Squish. And then, yep, let's double up on these guys. And then you gotta sneak up on them and get them from behind. There we go. If you get them quick, you can't eat them. I like the risk and reward system from in Pikmin. Like, you gotta fight for survival. It's like the closest we have. I was thinking about this recently. We don't have like good, well, I'm sure they're out there. It's not widespread in the idea of, or the genre of survivalism. or like prehistoric living and whatnot. Like there's no good, like that's what I was hoping with like Far Cry Primal. It was just a gimmick. Horizon Zero Dawn, it's a setting, but it has nothing to do with like the gameplay. You're not like surviving, and I get like, oh, that's in Minecraft and whatnot, but it's like there's something. Even Pikmin had a little bit of, it has like a little something extra that's not in the survival like sandbox franchise. Like the actual, I'm risking my soldiers, friends, crew, Pikmin, slaves, whatever you want to call them, and you risk them in the combat, like chess or like most like tactical strategy games, but for food, you know, for something that creates more Pikmin. I think that's really interesting, and not a lot of games have done that in quite a similar way. The closest is like risking your own health for resources that you then turn into better equipment or something. Or food. Anyway, it's a unique game. That's all I'm saying. And I hope that the storm of Pikmin 4 is coming, and that we're finally getting a tease of that with Pikmin 3 Deluxe, Hey Pikmin, Pikmin Bloom. Like, it's been too long. So it's got to be out there somewhere. Alright. Let's see. We're only halfway across the day. So I think we can get in this first cave on this day. I think that's a big part of like speeding up your process. Is like if you know how to go ahead and collect everything and duplicate your Pikmin, then go ahead and hop in the cave they expect you to do on the next day. That's a big part of like there's another day where you can knock out like, because time doesn't pass when you're underground in this game. So you can be in a cave collecting treasure for as long as you like. You just can't like get extra Pikmin during that time. And if all your Pikmin die, then you like kind of black out like you would in Pokemon. But there's a spot in the second level where you can get like 3 of the earliest caves like in the same day if you take these shortest routes, you know, and like multitask kind of. So that's why I said these guys here, and I'm not going to remember all the tricks, but I should get a few of them. And that little, that foggy cave back there is where the foggy hole is, where we jump into the cave. And it's kind of like a, becomes a bit of a roguelike dungeon crawler. Like, it's not procedurally generated at that point, but it's like one way in, one way out. Like, you have to complete the dungeon to escape, or like abandon all of your treasure or something to get out. It's very RPG-esque. Olimar, you're failing in your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Press A to grab Pikmin. Yeah, okay, so they're just repeating this. Like, hey, look, we're kind of done with the tutorial now. You did the treasures, you did the creatures, the fights. Alright. You got it. I love how naturally the group kind of just mingles as well. Like the ones that kind of stumble off to the side and then rejoin. It's certainly a lot cleaner than it was in the first game. Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear, the leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. This also, they should not have gotten rid of caves for the second game. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests subterranean areas may support different life forms than the surface. If you wish to check underground terrain, press start and pause to communicate with me. I am not just a ship, I am an all-purpose support pod. And then, so when you're underground, any monsters fought don't become food, they're also treasure, just a small amount. Let's just squish them real quick. Squish, squish. I ganged up on them enough. And it just keeps going down till the end. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, you do recall that you can adjust the camera. Yes, yes, yes. Approach the hole, press A to jump in. But you can't abandon your Pikmin or they'll be lost and left behind. How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. I think they're like 2 Pocos. I want that to be the camera for some reason. Alrighty. Boom, 5%. I wonder what, when those, in those sorts of instances, what they had to actually get rights to show. Ooh, an orange or clementine. What do they call it? A citrus lump. Webcam's blocking it on this screen. Oh yeah, and I love that. There's a sound that plays whenever you've collected all of the treasure for that floor. There's that little power down sound in the background. Hang on a minute. I need to make sure my game... Oh, no. Okay. I was making sure my game wasn't cut off on the top. I thought it might be. Alright, let's party. Just swarm them. You just gotta beat them up before they can do anything. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. Okay, let's step on him. There we go. Alright. Gotta crush them all. Crush all of our foes, Pikmin. And this is how you get the 2 new Pikmin in this game. Because it was just red, yellow, and blue in the last game. Now they added purple and white. And purple are 10 times as strong and 10 times as heavy as a red Pikmin. Or in blue and yellow as well. And I think white's the same. Clearly, it's warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. The Pikmin are into some weird, freaky things that even we cannot comprehend. And 5. I love these little dudes. Look at their little hairs. Why do they have little hairs? Why was that? They're like, yeah, you know what? Just them being huge and purple isn't enough. They need little hairs to really separate them. Because the reds have noses, blues have mouths, yellows have ears. So I guess they gave purple hair, and whites have like infrared eyes. Whoops. So, but like being rotund wasn't enough. They gotta be fat and hairy. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report. Olimar must be an entirely new type, and I like that it's warmer down there, so that's where the flowers can. That's where you can make new Pikmin in this level. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers? Intriguing. Perhaps there are others? Alright, can we go just play this? I'm done with cutscenes. Alright. Water shooting out of the geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. Thank you. I can't remember your name still. Is it just the ship? Because the first one's the dolphin and the third one's the drake. I thought there was another name for this ship. Okay. The C-stick is like the best way to to loose your Pikmin when they're stuck, though. They haven't done a better way to control multiple units on a console before, ever. The C-stick needs to come back. There we go. We're gonna kill this. We're gonna kill this 10,000 Pocos dollars thing. Still got it. Never leaves when you spend your entire childhood playing one game. The more you add to an object, the faster it goes. So that's why I'm wrapping them around it too. Look at that. That lets us see the next level. Get it? It's a map. It reveals more of the globe to us. There's a device resembling a microchip embedded inside this sphere, retrieving data. Apparently it's a... I can only decode a portion of the data. Apparently it's a digital globe or something, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the sphere chart. Press start to contact me with the Explorer Kit. Okay. And then anytime you find a big upgrade item like that, you just have to wait for the next day. And you get to use it. So, our next day will be in the spring level. Which is my favorite level. I think it's meant to be like most people's favorite level because it's where the majority of players will spend their time in the game, because it's like, okay, most players won't even see the end game stuff if they stick around to beat it, and those who do hang out for a while to play and collect, you know, treasures and whatnot, will probably hang around the earlier, easier areas. And so it's kind of like, oh, what a nice, refreshing, sunny level after that cold tutorial. And I like that they make sure you know when you do not need to revisit a cave. It is done. I think if I go back, I could technically get more purple Pikmin, but that's it. Like, you can use the flowers and get spare cash from monsters again, I think. But treasures are one time and, you know, all that stuff. Oh, one thing that's different. So purple and white are like the special Pikmin in this one, when the third game had flying and rock. But they could be reproduced in an onion as well, while these guys require flowers. You can't get them any other way. So that made it more difficult because your specialists, basically, your purple heavyweights and your white infrared digging guys, we'll get into that as we get there, but they're a lot more fragile, like easier to lose, or more valuable, I guess, to keep safe. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. We're 1/10 of the way there. Olimar and Louis, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable. You should take a much needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect the treasure. That's the big new thing. You don't have to run out of oxygen like in the first game. Take it slow and steady. Tutorial done. And it didn't even feel like a tutorial, right? And they show you where the purple Pikmin stay right away. You don't even need to fuss around and try and discover it yourself. They just end the day, show them running into the ship. Neat. I don't know where they hide. That makes the least sense, but it makes about as much sense as all the treasure stored in that floating pot, but still. Woohoo! Look at that, we haven't lost a single Pikmin. I think I've beaten the game without losing any, or certainly gotten close. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hocketit Savings and Loan. After all, besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so ha. Oh yeah, if you take too long, like loan sharks come after him and stuff, it's hilarious. Boom. Look at that. It already tells you right on the menu when your cave is done. And how many caves there are per level. I guess we're not at 1,000 yet, but we will be in just a moment. Because I'm going to knock out 3 caves in one day, if this isn't another semi-scripted day. I can't remember. See, this needs a remaster. Like, it still looks really good, but it needs a remaster. Needs some nice lighting. Needs better textures in the grass, you know? Just basic stuff. And it would be amazing. Because the third one looks fantastic. It should please you to know that purple Pikmin are lodged safely in my hull. The confines of my interior seem to suit them perfectly, though they do occasionally tickle me. Stand in the ring of light below and press A to call the Pikmin out. Alright, what do they need to do? They can break stone walls. Hey! Let's see, because if they take them, they just go straight to the red still, I think. Hey, Louis. Okay, I do not remember everything they expect me to do here. Let's go ahead and pull out all of our reds, I guess, right? Or let's do like 40, you know? 35 even. What about 30? Half. Why not? $34. Let's get some newborns in here. What? And the peculiarities. They form groups based on color. And then swap for another color while you're holding onto them. So you can throw whichever color you like. That took me forever to wrap my head around as a kid. You can also select the same, or you can do the same by just standing in a group and you see the color on the bottom change. Like red Pikmin, red, purple. That's how I controlled it for the longest time as a kid. Alright, so let's get these guys out of the way. Need to crush them. Crush. I'm letting them get away. Okay. Now watch this. Almost. Boom. Not a scratch. But we want the treasure. Now let's pick him up. See, first we just gotta amass the forces. And we'll go from there. In one of these bushes there's a special bug, but we want access to lots of Pikmin to throw to attack him. Just, okay, red one only. Oh yeah, purple Pikmin stunned too. I'll just let him do his thing. He's having a grand old time. The one-man army over there. That's right, food is treasure too. Value your nutrition, kids. Sunseed berry. Okay. Now, this way? Is he in here? Or is he... Oh, there's one. Nobody else better drink that shit. Well, we got plenty now. Nobody better drink my yolk. Pikmin that drank the yellow nectar instantly matured... nectar, right. Into flower Pikmin. Because it also comes from eggs. So that's what it makes... I think yolk. Look at it. How intriguing. Like plants, Pikmin mature from leaf to bud to flower. Captain Olimar, you must share the information you have with your subordinate. He witnessed it too, dude. And you can get them all on there. Get a bunch of them leveled up. Now they're faster, they stick with me. Everything's more convenient. See, these guys got like little eggs with them, and it drops more nectar. You can never have enough of that sweet, sweet nectar. And then that's... You need white Pikmin to dig, it's like a thermometer or something. Something hidden in that pot as a treasure. Okay, we got nectars. Let's... Oop, okay, don't want to... So, yeah, I'm going to try and do this right, but a big part of this whole thing is multitasking. That's how you try and get everything done quickly. They also attack faster, so the fact that I'm going to load up all of them, and then we'll try and improve these guys while they're breaking the wall over there. Oh, and the longer you leave them in the ground, they also start to develop, so that if you don't have any nectar around, you can just wait. But that's, I know where all the nectar's hidden. I put hundreds of hours into this game, you don't get it! Drake. Not Drake, whatever the ship's name is. Alright, Let's get this. Let's get this nectar. No? Alright. Come on, guys. Drink up. Alright. All flowers? All flowers. They're obsessed with lawn maintenance, by the way. Let's get some sprays. So these will allow me to speed up and power up my Pikmin. These berries. That is a berry. Look at it. Ooh. Couldn't I give it like any texture? Like I'm manipulating it and spinning it right now. That's how little texture it has. You cannot see it moving. Astounding. This red berry contains an ultra spicy essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential use for it. Bring me another. Alright. So once they've taken all the berries, we're gonna go work on a cave, I think. And all the ones that have taken the berries are free to go and hang out at home. Alright, let's get one more there. Let's get these guys. Let's see. Boom. Look at this. I'll drop him right out of his mouth. Boom, he's fine. Boom, saved his life. You don't even know. Ultra spicy spray. Spray it on all your Pikmin by pressing down. When necessary, I can produce 1 drop from 10 berries. Boom. And we got a chrysanthemum here. Thought I wouldn't see you? Oh yeah, well he just ate a couple of my Pikmin. Oh, I think you only got 1. Damn. Alright, you carry that. Let's press this down. I'm gonna need some more purples. Wait up, purple guys. You don't all need to be on there. 1, no. Oh, we're gonna need everybody, huh? I don't remember which caves are the best to do in which order. Okay, I don't want to bother with any more plucking. Go ahead and I'm trying to get all these notice videos out of the way. Like, oh look, it's gonna spin, but nothing's gonna pop out. I've just seen it all too many times. Onion has ceased ejecting seeds. Is it malfunctioning? Interesting. It now seems the number of life forms increases on the inside. Only 100 Pikmin can venture onto the planet at once. But I currently observe 95. Could there be wild Pikmin somewhere? You don't know the half of it. Alright. Get some yolk on these boys. If you're really careful, you can get like dozens on 1 drop. Usually they just try and, but it's like first come, first serve. Everyone will just slurp it up. Oh no, do I not have enough purples? I didn't throw anyone across, did I? Okay. 85, dang, so it's the wrong cave. You go this way. Oh, there's the globe. Oh, but you need the white Pikmin, which are going to be in one of these other caves. Biological sensors are reacting violently. The readings are ominous. A beast of unknown power lurks in these depths. A large Pikmin group would be reassuring. My sound sensors are picking up hostile roars of many beasts. Expect dangerous encounters. Sensors are also showing extreme heat pockets. You may need flame-resistant Pikmin. My records indicate no such data. Are my records complete? Because oddly enough, there was fire in the first game, but red Pikmin weren't impervious to fire. They were just stronger. That was their whole thing. They might have been faster too, but they just did more damage in combat. That was the whole red Pikmin shtick. It was weird. I mean, I don't think there was electricity either. The yellow ones just like their ears made them go higher when you threw them. So at least they added fire. There was water, but it's like okay, so they add the fire and electricity. This should have been a problem in the first game, or a feature, or whatever. Sometimes if you step in those little dead ends, like things will fall on you. Baddies or nectar or whatever. In the really late dungeons, it's just so many booby traps. These guys. I'll finish them real quick. Let's make sure it's safe. So that was dead end. This is creatures in the ground. I want none of that. No creatures from me, thank you. Alright, let's scavenge then. There's a lot of self-referential treasures as well for Nintendo. Alright, I did not hear the buzz, but I think that means there's probably something buried. So now that we're like in the real game, there are like things I can't get yet. I need to wait until I have the yellow Pikmin or something, or come back to these older caves, and then they'll be able to find like a buried treasure that I didn't see before. So it offers a bit more replayability with that. Especially, it's kind of like Banjo-Kazooie or something, like the collectathon games, where it's like, okay, I need this many such and suches to access the next area. Well, these levels were easier. I'll go back and just like complete them instead of just like 80%ing them. Alright, we should not have many left. We got a couple buds, it looks like. I don't think we have any more leaves. Oh, so I can drink that one. That, now that I've discovered the spicy spray, will just give me a free spray. And it, yeah, it makes them faster and stronger, so you use it like right before a boss, basically. Aha! So every flower only gives you 5 Pikmin of that color. But now, they're leaves again. So I kind of wasted that on nectar. Wasn't thinking about it. Especially, oh, they're purple leaves, which are the slowest of all Pikmin. Just make sure I explored everything. It does at least show you, like, what you've cleared, like, the Fog of War. Alright. So now we split up. Louis is going to take the purples. Olimar takes the reds. Also, I don't think you could break the fire spouts in the first game. Maybe you could. Ooh. Mahjong token, tile, whatever they're called. I love Mahjong. It's not popular enough in the West. You're good. Keep going. Wonder what the game is. Looks like disk drive. No wonder. I think my my video still shows that I'm playing Perfect Dark. Okay, hopefully that fixed it. All right. Oops. See if this sound, if I can hear anything. Hello? Hello? Yep, okay, good. Alright, back to it. So we got the Mahjong, we got the floppy disk. I didn't hear the sound, but it looks like we explored everything for now. Oh boy. I believe the red Pikmin kept like the strong in battle thing, but I don't think it's like really referenced much. Like I never knew that until like the third game, and then I went back and checked the first game. I was like, oh, they were strong that whole time? That's their thing? That guy had a whole Game & Watch inside of him. I put him out of his misery when you think about it. Alright, so then let's spice up these purple boys. Don't hog it all. Alright, did I miss one? I think I missed one. Oh no. Got everybody. Nice. And this... Spicy, yes. Yeah, so I believe this cave is supposed to be like the first boss cave. Because I think they expect players to spend a lot more time exploring. God dang it, let's see if we find any more nectar, otherwise I'm not gonna get... Well... More purples are always useful. They're just so slow. Let's see, how many do I have? 20. Look at that, 20% done. Alright. So we're done with the treasure. Got 20 purples. Do I need any more right now? No. We'll be fine. We just need the white ones. I think so. We have enough purple to get the bag down, which I think that cave lets you get white, and then that lets you break this wall and get the globe. I think that's what the big like multi thing on a single day was. I can't remember if you got enough time to get into another cave by then or not. Alright, so Louis, he takes the purples. With one just hung out in there, huh? Alright, so Louis gonna take the purples. We're gonna keep them safe. Olimar and the reds are gonna fight it out with the Queen Bulborb. Bye-bye. Let's get out of here. Uh-oh. No! So it's one and done damage for her. I don't know. So you have to try and guess. Like, you have to feel it out and pull them back before she starts rolling. We lost 2. See, he went running, so I had to go get him and just abort the whole attack. I totally forgot I had my spray, too. Let's use that in a second. It's caffeine. It's a caffeine fart. That's all it is. Astounding. The heads of the Pikmin are glowing, and they seem extremely agitated. Astounding. They're frustrated as hell. The ultra spicy spray appears to increase Pikmin's speed and attack power. Now we throw them. Look at that. We knocked her down a peg. That's what you get sleeping in this nest. And then this is gross. That. Why did they do that? Why did they make that the way you defeat her? Her body explodes one segment at a time from the anus to the neck, and only her head remains in a gooey pile. Nintendo. This device is emitting black light. It must have been ingested by that creature. What an absolutely repulsive life form. Our return to Hogsmeade cannot come soon enough. I don't remember what this one does for you. What should we get for that? 15, that's it. We lost 2 men for 15 coins. Alright, this contraption seems to react when it approaches treasure, Jesus. I will connect it to my radar. Processing complete. The treasure gauge is now fully operational, so it like just tells you when you're near. It's a metal detector. There, yeah. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, that's another effect of when you've collected all the treasure on a level. It grays out. Alright, so it should be like noon by the time we get back to the surface, right? Look at all that treasure. More than doubled. They knew the risk going in. They gave their lives valiantly. Alright, now we have plenty of these purple guys. So just ignore all that stuff. Do we got any more yolk? Nope. Treasure I can't reach. Go. Boom. That's all I gotta say. He didn't even have a chance to snack on him. The exploration pad will drop its loot to make room to carry you, Louie, and the Pikmin to safety. Oh, yeah, if you're in too much danger, you can just abort and lose the loot. Like I thought. Okay, we got poison coming. Mm-hmm. They clean up. I'll give them that. Ooh, that was a close one. Okay. Is that it? Just the one? Okay. Just a little intersection. We got Kiwi shoe polish. Alien billboard. All right, so then down. So I like that sometimes you have to trust the Pikmin to, like, do their job. Like, you have to throw them on past a ledge where Olimar and Louie cannot go. And then they just find their way back. Sometimes they take some interesting routes, too. Like, complicated routes. A few of these guys. Hope nothing falls on me. Alright, it's just that? Quarter of the way there. There we are, white flowers for white Pikmin. I wish they didn't get rid of these guys for the third game. I like them, like stylistically in their gameplay. They yearn to be tossed in again. Make sure we're not throwing in any purples. Oh, Louie, help. Oh, the other, like, hyper. I love that. They breathe gas. Same, buddy. is distinctly swift. Yes, they are also faster. Hello, awesome Ocelot. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. Hope you're having a good day. Alright, where is he? It is, yes, thank you. I clearly see your person of taste as well. I was just lamenting the loss of the purple and white Pikmin in Pikmin 3. And I think this of the three of them is the one most in need of a remaster. Cause like the first one's like looking, like it kind of looks grungy and you couldn't update it too much, but just like, or it would need a like big makeover. This one just like needs some lighting and whatnot. Like if they really want to get attention for the fourth game, which I'm really hoping. Hey, what sort of Pikmin type would you like to see in the fourth game? Oh yeah, textures, especially on the ground. Like the grass texture and this dirt. It's easy stuff. I could... okay, so what would the powers be of orange or green Pikmin? My friend and I in middle school used to do this all the time, and we'd like draft up Pikmin ideas. We always wanted a flying Pikmin before the pink ones were. Ours was like a sky blue. So what sort of powers would new Pikmin have? And hey, Baba Yaga. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Hope you're having a nice day, too. I'm playing Pikmin 2. This is a GameCube game. It's a strategy game. And it's the last original IP or idea by Shigeru Miyamoto. So, like, these are the last characters, like, officially made by him, the guy that made Mario and Zelda. At least the most recent, I think, unless there's been a newer one since then. Green Pikmin can go in toxic waste and are sticky. I haven't thought of a sticky Pikmin. Can make enemies stuck in place. I like the toxic waste. It could be some sort of combination of like sort of the water and poison effects. I could see that. Trying to think of other ones. We always had like a camo one, which could hide from enemies, so they could incorporate a little bit of stealth. But then again, a camo Pikmin would look dumb as hell. But it'd be fun. It'd be funny. I just want an assortment. They should turn this into like Slime Rancher. Okay, so let's clear the poison first, I guess. I'm really hoping though that all of the focus on Pikmin from Nintendo lately has been like a hint that number 4 is coming, like 3 Deluxe and Pikmin Bloom. It's like that seems like a weird group to like a weird franchise to do the follow up to Pokemon Go. It's Pikmin, so that feels like it was a publicity thing. Orange Pikmin could act like boomerangs and fly back to Olimar if it misses an enemy and causes damage if it hits them on the way back. Also, they'd have they'd be powerful like Reds. But I'm not sure with a strategy game like this, like adding a weapon, especially one, like I was thinking about this earlier with like that first Bulborb fight that they have you do with just a handful of red Pikmin against like a adult Bulborb. and how like you have to put your guys on the line. Like they're up front and they can get eaten. So it's like that's a big risk, but it also gets you more Pikmin if you can defeat them and, you know, turn it into food and whatnot. So I feel like having a weapon that keeps you at bay really takes away a lot of the strategy that has to be in like the harder dungeons, you know? Oh, I forgot you start with a punch in this. It's like a bigger fist or something later on, right? It's been so long since I played this, but this used to be my favorite game of all time. But it's still up there. I feel like they could work out a way to balance it out. Yeah, Nintendo figures it out. They came up with this, which is I think the most interesting strategy game I've seen. Like, unique, I should say. Maybe not most interesting. Most unique strategy. I feel like they could work out a way to balance it out. Maybe it's a super short distance that they can be thrown. Maybe. I wish I could remember any of my old, any of our old drawings. Because we of course did the rainbow. We had green and orange, but I cannot remember what ours did. I like the green idea from yours. I'm not a game developer, so I don't know how to make it work. Thanks for the follow, Ocelot. Don't know how to make it work. Me neither. I like to theorize, but I'm just playing here. So are the Pikmin games among some of your favorite? And thank you for the host too. The Pikmin games. I enjoyed 2 a lot more than the other 2, but 3 is also fun. My thoughts exactly. I played 2 before I played either of the other 2. Like I rented it when I first got a GameCube back in the day and had no clue it was even a sequel. I just picked it up because I was too young. I think probably my mom just saw it and grabbed it on like a new rental shelf or something, and I just loved it. And then the first one was, you know, it's weirdly difficult once you've played the second one, especially with the time limit and everything. Oh no, this is the nest, isn't it? I totally forgot about this one. This is always my least favorite early boss. And I loved the third one. I had a great time with it, but it doesn't have as much lasting effect, especially with the, like, you can't just freely explore, and there's not as much to the game, I feel like. And I miss the caves, too. That's a big part of it. The first game first, but I never beat it. Olimar died and became a Pikmin. Yeah, the bad ending. Since I couldn't beat it in 30 days, I didn't even have... Yeah, because there's like a point where it becomes literally impossible. Where are they? There he is. It's like at a certain point, if you did not do well enough in the first, like, half the game... Oh, text in chat. You're right. Okay, let me do that. I was thinking of taking a bathroom break at the end of day 2 here. So I'll try and change that then. Thank you for that heads up. All right, let's get some fireproofing. I also liked this way of like improving Olimar. They also took that out of the third of like, hey, they turn these materials that are only found on PNF 404 and make them, you know, improve his suit and his whistle and his glove and everything. The Snavian family? Oh, because there's like 2, I thought it was genders. Isn't that like the... maybe I'm wrong. Again, I haven't played this in so long, but there's another bird snake guy that was very like a different color or something. Let me see if I can change this chat thing actually while we're here. The pilated snagret. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'll do that in a minute. This material looks comfortable. I will use it to patch the boss's favorite sleeping bag. The knapsack. Oh, wait. That just lets you end a day. What? PD in this game is one of the best parts of the game. A long time ago, I invested hundreds of hours into this game, but it was a while back. I'm re-experiencing it. You know? I've been reviewing too many like really heady RPG sort of games, and I needed yeah, they just fall down and they'll like pick me up or something if I'm outside on the surface. Oh, they'll do it down here too. Yeah. I've been playing too many of those really heady games, and I needed something just to mess around with. This is such just a carefree game. All right, so we're all flowered up. We're all treasured up. So let's go do cave number 3. Oh, that's what it was. The difference is the pilated one can hop around, right? You don't need your Pikmin with you to leave the cave or go down a floor. Yeah. I thought you did leave a cave. I knew they went down with you. Ugh, we lost her. 3. That's 5 down total. You can leave even if all your Pikmin are on this side. Good to know. Did not remember that. Alright, now we got... We go break that foggy one. Alright, so... Well, you know what I mean. It's not a lot of them, though. Alright, and then the other one, that's also guarded by fog, isn't it? Gas. Poisonous gas, thank you. Okay, that's where the blue ones are, yeah. Wild blue Pikmin are chasing prey near the water's edge. Perhaps by observing these wild specimens, we can understand more about their true nature. I apologize, I was momentarily entranced by them. Now back to work. Alright. We're fine there. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to get this third cave in one day. Or the globe. We only got those 10. If we could go down, I guess, and make more white ones. That might be for the best. Or does the flower come back on the same day? Time freezes either way, so I'm gonna rediscover it. Which cave was it? This game feels a lot more relaxed than the first one. Not only is there no day limit, but there's no time of day inside the caves. Yeah. And again, that's what the caves really stretched out, like how much you could just play and walk around and take your time figuring things out. And like I liked the third one's system of keeping players like there was a sense of time and like you couldn't just be lazy, you know, with the food. But you always had like a little bit of a buffer. Like unless you really messed up or during certain specific game events, like then you had a limited amount. But otherwise, like that wasn't a real problem. But so I like that system. Like it didn't ruin the experience or anything. Let's get this spare cash and a couple more white Pikmin and try and break that fence for the next day. Does the sound level work all right? Is the game audio okay? The keys made the game a lot more enemies and areas, yeah. And the majority of it happens in like the end game. Alright then. Well, if I don't need to go get him with me, then let's just hop down. There we go, I know now. Saving time. Sounds fine, that's good, thanks. Just checking. I wonder if... Hang on a second. There we go. Hey, that should help. What am I doing, like, back in the cave? I'm trying to get 10 more, white Pikmin. So that I can break down those gaseous walls faster. But I get some spare coins this way too. Oh, that's what you're asking about. Okay. Oh, I should wait for that. And what you're hearing right now is a train that goes right outside my apartment, so apologies for that, but you're going to hear it regularly if you're hanging out. Yeah, I mean, it sounds worse in the... because it sounds like a big fan or something in the mic. But, I mean, it's like white noise when you live next to it. Because it's not like horns. It doesn't, like, blow a horn every time it passes. It's just a rumbling. So, even though it's, like, 10 feet from me, since it's gradual, I think, like, the worst part is, like, potholes in the street below. That's worse than the train. Because those just sound like explosions the heavier the truck is. Alrighty. We'll see if how productive we can be. I don't like how the whites don't have their own onion. The purples kind of understand. Yeah, and I mean, I was saying earlier that does make it makes them more valuable. Like the fact that they can't just reproduce at a regular onion, and you have to make them in the flowers and then keep them alive and store them in your ship makes them more valuable. As you know, it's kind of like a stronger chess piece, harder to come by than the regular old pawns. But where? Yeah, but they can still dig around underground, you know? That's a big help. And being faster is notable for just carrying stuff around. Why does this cave feel different? I must have gotten whatever was up there. Yeah. I don't know. I blanked on this floor for some reason. Where is... Oh, I think that floor just looks different without all the fire spouts. Oh, I always forget Bulbmin were a thing. That was a really cool idea. I would love if they had a way to reincorporate that. There should have been like a spin-off with those in Hey, like they're not in Hey Pikmin, are they? Bulbmin? I was playing Hey Pikmin and then I water damaged my 3DS unfortunately and it wiped my save. It still works, but I was like 3/4 of the way through that game. I'm not playing it again from the start. I didn't know yellows were actually faster than reds and blues, though. I just thought they went higher. But they needed something to split them apart in the first game. You hate how the Bulbmin couldn't be brought back to the ship. Yeah, like they're super rare. Understand, but why do you have to ban them? And yeah, because they like become your friends and everything. It's like, isn't that like half of what Pikmin's all about? All right, let's see if we can break this wall before the end of the day. Yellows became faster in their game. In the first game, they were all the same speed. Oh, okay. In this game, Olimar literally kills their mother, and they have to take him as their new mother, but he just leaves them to die. Yep. Planet's native nocturnal life forms are ferocious, therefore dangerous. That sounds like a secret Nintendo backstory to me. Alright, so we're just gonna keep with these. Let's just hang out here. We're just gonna relax. Let these guys do their job. Not enough people stream these games, honestly. Not easy to find them. Yeah. I just wanted to have a good time. I'm taking a break from. I was playing like a bunch of RPGs, and I wanted something a little slower paced, a little easier. I'm not gonna start that one. But thanks for hopping in, Autistic Game Guy. And thanks for chatting. This is, I mean, it's the easiest out of the three of them. It's a strategy game, but it's a pretty casual one at that. Some of the randomly generated caves you can BS later on. They're just insane. Like, I played this as a kid all the time, and I could never beat some of those end game sort of caves. The new play controller, like especially in the fall area, the autumn area, insane to a kid. The new play control version of this game came out in Japan and Europe 2009, but America for some reason it came out in 2012. I think this game, this is kind of like Katamari, where everyone that played it loved it, but it's like Wistful Wilds, thank you. But like it's so stylized and different than things that had been over here at the time in the U.S. that it's like it's kind of surprising we got this. It's so Japanese inspired and fantastical compared to the other stuff we were getting at the time. Oh, yeah, I was thinking about the brands earlier, how many there are, how much they must have cost. How's progress? All I want to remember, you'll never get anything done if you sit back and watch from afar. Be sure to hold the R occasionally for close-up view. New play control for the first game came out in 2009. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. I didn't work there. I never got to play the new control ones either way. I just went with the Nintendo classics. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back. All right, first day at Awakening Wood, and we got 2 caves down. Series being to Japan for the States, it pisses me off since that's why the entire Legendary Starfy series was never released outside of Japan. I've never even played the first one, but that's how I feel about the first half of the Fire Emblem franchise too. The 2 types are sleeping well and do not quarrel. I have made them most comfortable. Yeah, now we have plenty of FE, but like I want Thracia and Mystery of the Emblem, or Blazing Blade 2. We don't even have Roy's game. Play the 5th Starfy game. I'll write it down. Let me add it to my list. Anime had similar issues with that, having to be constantly edited to remove almost anything related to Japan. Oh, like Jelly Donuts and Pokemon? I love whenever you could see... oh, I think I might have seen the art for that game, but on the DS. I love when you can see them hold up like a can of food or something, like a barrel that had a label on it, and it's just something clearly like pasted on because it was something totally different in Japanese before. On a separate note, be wary of overworking yourselves. Taking a break can be courageous too. To retire early for the day, yeah. I will be needing that. Okay, let's do something like that, I think. Oh, wait, we're gonna need some purples for that, globe. Okay. And there should be a glittering scuttlebug or whatever they call them over here, right? Yep. Don't go in the water. Wow, jerk. Yep. Oh, I didn't even bother with the little warning video. Whoops. Did that one to myself. Alright. That's fair. Yeah, that sounds right. Iridescent glint beetle. And then the green one is the off in the other corner. Grubs. Eating all of our berries. Taking our women. Just kill it. What are you doing? Oh yeah, I forgot you don't actually do that. Don't need that right now. Oh well. Where's the other one? Is that him? How'd he get over there? I thought, like, for a second you could squish him or something. Where's the last guy? Oh, come on. Alright, he can have all the berries he wants. Okay. Now this is multitasking here. Got that. Cast done. Chrysanthemum time. So we'll let my lowest day counts for clearing the debt and full completion. I've never done full completion. I was never able to as a kid. Day count, I think for debt, it might be 8 days. I was really fast at one point, but I can't remember exactly how it measured out. I just remember I had like one of the like Prima or Nintendo guides or something, you know. I had one of those sorts of things where it's like, beat it in record time. Impress your friends who are all chatting about Pikmin at the school lunch table. What about you? You play these games a lot? Okay. So dead in there until we get the blue. Records are 6 and 13. Nice. That's insane. Paying off the debt isn't even beating the game. I've heard people say you beat the game when you do, but I consider it a halfway point, especially when you get a new playable character, entire new area. That's fair, but I think they knew. I mean, it's a strategy game, so it's kind of like the campaign versus just being able to boot up another game. Like, since this isn't, you can't like procedurally generate something, and it's not as easy to reset and play a different way. So it gave it a different amount of replayability. You know what I mean? Alright, how's this? Good there. So we're gonna need... I think we need our purples, right? I think there's a lightweight reward here. How much is this? 15. Alright, that's electric fence. Water fence. Let's get some berries, I guess. At least sends them home. Oops. Yeah, I think if you're super fast, you can do like all of these little things on that last day as well. I just wasn't thinking about getting enough white Pikmin. I'm not sure. I don't have. I think I should have Shadow Bot or whatever it's called in here, but I don't have too many commands for it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just make sure we have everybody up here. It's interesting how in the Pikmin universe, humans wiped themselves out by nuclear war in winter. I don't know. We don't know what happened, I guess. It's just kind of like, it's... I don't think they've really given any clue of how it happened. It's just the Earth long in some abandoned future. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. But I like the use of human and like mutations of things we know. Mess him up, Louie. All right, and then still waiting on these guys. Alright, what else? Anything else we can do right now? Gotta wait for water there. Hey, video. It has been a while. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're having a good day. That is smart. That is smart, game guy. I did not think of doing that. I don't know why I wasn't. I'm not gonna worry about that. I got my goals done. I think that's everything I can access for the moment. I need to get to the yellow Pikmin now that I have the globe, so I can get stuff like that. Alright, well. Oh, let's get some nectar, and then we'll call it for this day. Oh, and no, wait, I can get the, forgot about this one right over here for the white guys. Let's see. You won't get sprays from drops unless you make one first. Okay. I mean, I'm not too worried. I hardly use those things. I wonder if another species in real life has caused the extinction of other species besides humans. I mean, I'm sure there's some that have been hunted out of, you know, the food chain, basically. Alright, I'll take your advice. I'll go get some sprays. Look at that, 30% done on day 4. Feels like old times. Alright. I didn't even use that friggin' nectar yet. I just ignored it. That was not a fan. That was the train that runs by my apartment about every 5 minutes. So sorry about that. Or that, yeah. Big city life, am I right? Ugh. Maybe that's why I was never able to beat this as a kid. I just wasn't thinking strategically enough. Man, these two guys are lightweight. All right, there we go. 5 more. 5 with him. Yeah, 6. Okay, we're good. New York City. Alright, we got both sprays. Behold the Ultra Bitter Spray. It's untested, but I believe it will be highly effective. It's a big old city. A lot of people here. Small world. Alright. So we're gonna hop down. Well, welcome back. Hope it. I don't know what's going on outside right now. Hope it stays reliable. Alright, so we got all of them. I do not know about the spray duping trick. When there's a drop of spray on the ground, push an idle leader into it, then walk into it. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's funny. Alright. 6 so far. Not bad. Olimar, good work so far. We are the perennial manager. Press X to divide up work and Y to delegate more to subordinate leader. All right. Did I not bring the globe? I guess I didn't bring the globe. Oh my gosh. I built the bridge and then just left. We gotta waste a whole day then just to get that back. Nice. I don't need more berries right now. I need a new area, and to do this in 8 days so I can live up to my past self's expectations. I'm literally just gonna grab it and end the day. I'm not worried about my Pikmin counts on day 4. This is a casual play. Oops. Alright. Let's get those pellets and such. I can do that nectar while we're here. right here. How majestic. Like he was just waiting for me. He's not even doing anything. Oh, there, they finally gave up. Oh, they got pushed off, didn't they? Or is it full? Oh, it's full. 201. No? Never mind. They did get pushed off. He's not really... I don't think he's in there. Couldn't find a spot. Alright. Let's grab those. You know what? Because y'all were so persistent about the juices and the berries, I'll do some more. Get a little bit more spray while I'm here. Yeah, we need an hour-long grinding stream for Pikmin where I just get berries. Alright, we got more berries. Where's our last guy? What a waste of a day. Oh well. They just blend in too well. They just fade away. Well, more terrible news. I thought I went to Happy Hocket Savings and Loans, but it seems my loan came from the shop next door, all devouring black hole loan sharks. Oops. Alright, now we got the water level. It is kind of weird that there's not a time limit on just that first payment, at least. That's kind of surprising. Like, oh, we need that paid off in 2 weeks. You get 14 days to get enough stuff or whatever, you know. And then after that, it's like, oh, we're going back for more money now. We got all the time in the world. Actually... Let's keep the purple and white safe for now. I don't think I need them for much exploring. Just go reds only. There they are. What should we name the white Pikmin that keeps breaking away? Morton? I don't know. Morton. Morton's the lazy one. Who's this troublemaker? Who's the sneaky guy? Larry? I like a Larry. It's simple. It would be most helpful if they remember you like the red ones did. Alright. I always hated these frogs. They always squish so many of my guys. Pull those back. Okay, caves. Oh boy. Polywogs aren't as bad in this game because the crushing collision was a bit more lenient than 1. Yeah. This guy. I loved unleashing him on my brother in 2-player mode. Because he just throws your people back into the ground. It's great. Okay, we will need some whites, it looks like. Uh-oh. Should have sprayed him, huh? That's a rough one. That's a lot of them. Oh, no. No, it wasn't as many as it sounded like. Casual play, guys. It needed to happen at some point. I was feeling too invincible. They needed to prove me wrong. Oh, wait, how fast is that? That's building fast enough. Might as well punch him. Oh, can't punch those. Punch these guys. So they're not doing anything. Circle of Life, game guy. They knew what they were getting themselves into. There's a hard life out there for Pikmin. Man, can you imagine if the Pikmin had like a like a hive mind consciousness. They are freaking out. They had like a hive mind consciousness of like they felt the pain of the lost ones. Oh my god. All right. Larry! Where's Larry? The hell? Why are they... Oh, okay, the one I threw, I get. That's my bad. Okay, well then let's just get the... Let's get the white ones working on this wall at least, and then all of them are gonna go round up the others. Okay, it was by the... Oh, he's right there. Yeah, I'm doing it. He's there. He's still waiting. They got a snack ready to go. Like, just... I told you, I haven't played in a while, but I put a lot of time into this. I was a Pikmin master in middle school. You think I don't know about to save the fiery Bulblax? Bulblax? You know what I'm talking about. I don't think I will be doing that, Ocelot. The Pikmin will stay by my side and not in the electric gate. Alright. Oh, I forgot they changed it to a stun. They like high places. As a kid, I never gathered that was the deal with them. Like, they make it more obvious in the first game, but since I skipped that and went here, I was like, yeah, they're electric, but I never knew about the higher thing. Alright. Alright, let's put away some of these guys. You need 15 for the bombs in that final level. Ugh, I always hated that. The bombs were... I'm so glad they got rid of the bombs. It was so clunky. How much do we need? 10. Alright. 4 more. still in this game, but they are only hazards. Yeah, I don't even remember where they are. I think because they're just like spilled out of cans, and I think maybe they're in the last level as well. Oh, they're certainly in some of the caves, now that I remember. 20 blues and yellows in the distant spring, but people turn them right back after. Okay. This is just a day for yellow breeding here. I think I just need to get Olimar over there. He needs to help. I'd rather breed, just get... Well, okay, yeah, I should get that treasure. I guess you're right. Okay. I swear, if this needs more than 10... I'm so annoyed. Okay, 10, great. Come on, guys, figure it out. Almost. There you go. They figured it out. They got it. They're still figuring it out, but I believe in them. Alright, let's go get these other guys. I mean, they definitely fixed some of the AI for the second game. Choo-choo. All right. 7, missing the 14 that we sent there. Let's see if we can take out this, let's take out this fence, I think, right? Oh, true. The tripping. I like it as a detail, but it had some weird AI things going on with it. They had some weird choices with that. You think Nintendo saw HAL Laboratories saw tripping in Pikmin, and they're like, you know what Smash Bros. Needs? Come on, no, we're not going to get it in time. Disappointing. Oh, no. Alright. Just make sure we're alright here. Well, luckily, I hate this level anyway, so we're going to go back to one of the other levels. Let's go get Blue Pikmin. Right? Do you think Blue Pikmin, or should we go back to Valley of Repose first? I think we got time for one more day. Alright, let's get the blue Pikmin. We'll call it a wrap for first session here. Oh yeah, because that next wall is in water. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, these guys, yeah. Game Guy and Ocelot, no, they got it down. I just took a call from my loan agent. He has the scariest voice I've ever heard. While you two were dawdling about, my life hangs by a thread. Get to work, slackers. Anyways, I better get going to the production thing. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Enjoy the production thing. Have a great day. Thanks for popping into the choo-choo stream. Have a nice day. I love the multiple onions. Like the lava lamp design was cool. Whoops, there goes that spray. I've been playing too many D-pad games. I immediately went for that instead of the joystick. I love the multiple onions though. No, look, see, I'll get the blue Pikmin, break that wall, we'll have more spray in no time. This will be the spray day, you'll see. You know what, he'll stay behind to deal with that. Ugh. Maybe I do need some reds. Reds are just like the pawns of this game. I feel so bad for them. Just throw them at whatever conflict you come across. Ooh, I think we got him in time. Ooh. Wow. Alright, so now it's yellow time. Oh, I need to grab that. I don't think there's ever been a game that did multitasking like quite as fluidly as this. This is a really clever idea. All right. Done with reds. Now let's spend the rest of the time getting a bunch of yellows and blues, and we'll be all ready for whatever comes our way. There we go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have every Pikmin now. At last, you've encountered them. They seem to have gill-like ducts on their cheeks. They must be blue Pikmin. Like the other types, they look to you for direction. While they are indeed surviving naturally, they still seem to long for a valiant leader. I can just tell they want you to tell them what to do. I wish it was worth 129, like 129 coin Pokos. But at least we have an exchange rate now. There you go, game theorists. I love the water effect in this game. This was I know it's really shallow, but this was some of the best water on the GameCube that I've ever seen. Throwing a little crazy there. All right. go fishing with my own hands at this point. Okay, let's just get it across then, I think, would be the best option. I hate these tadpole things. I don't care who knows it. Alright, I'm done literally chasing fish in it. We're done. I've given up. I'm not good enough to catch them, so we're done. Oh, look at that. Yellow's helped him out. Did they ever sell Mario Paint brand paint, though? Where's this guy? Dawdling. Once again, should have gotten more out to work on the wall. 68. We're not missing anybody, right? Nobody in the field? Alrighty. Finish the wall, please. Oh, no. Again, another unfinished wall. Oh, perfect. Come to me. You guys are legends. Look at that. 100 at the 0. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for those of you that popped in. Thanks for the follow. Awesome Ocelot. Thanks to everybody that chatted or just watched. If I've put this VOD on YouTube and you've watched, thank you. Gonna try and stream more regularly from now on. I'm not gonna settle on a schedule yet, but I'll just be like, I'm gonna try and stream regularly. I need to force myself to get into it a bit more. And I just think I'll be playing some games that I can just chill with. So, hope you all have a great evening or day, whatever time of the world it is that you're in. And I hope I see you all pretty soon for more Pikmin. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see this mail. Olimar's kid. Hi, Papa. Mom, I heard you got a promotion, so I'm actually very happy. You have lots of people under you now, right? So does this mean you're a super captain? Yes. Yes, it does. Alright. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.